Okay. Here goes fucking nothing. Hi, Life of Joe G. Alright, turn that shit off. How's it going? I'm going to start recording this shit. 1 second. Alright. Where the oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna wait for Derek to get in here. And oh, shit. Hello. Waiting for people to get in here. Hi, strive to try. Strive to try. Cleggogram, what up? I'm going to text my homies, tell them to get in here. Get in here. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing? Doing good? Okay, I'm using this as a form to record myself, obviously. Alright. Okay, let's see, gonna get to my notes. Got this going. I'm waiting for fucking Derek. Derek's taking forever, of course. Hope you guys are doing alright. Staying chill. Oh, there we go. Good. No corona. That's what I like to hear. What up, Derek? Alright, let's go, baby. Let me get this pulled up. I found something. I was looking through my notes and I found something just so fucking hilarious that I can't believe I even fucking thought of. D-Rock, you good to go, buddy? I'm gonna hit the wave and see what that does. Wave. You waved. Wave. Okay, great. Okay, let's see. Derek, you good to go? Alright. So I got one for you. What's the difference between a chickpea and a lentil? Anybody? I've never had a lentil on my face. Okay. What has no legs? Green, what up? Okay, Green, what has no legs but still does the splits? Any ideas? A banana. Okay. Okay, so last year I had my Netflix account hacked, and people, like, I don't know how. You got it. Nice, Green. So I had my Netflix account hacked. Yeah, right, yeah. I forget there's a lag. But banana, that was good. So it was hacked, and it was some people down in Mexico, and like it even said I was like signing in from Mexico, and I was like wasn't sure. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like down in like Mexico, literally like Mexico City, fucking Mexico. And it was right when 6 Underground came out, that Netflix special. And I'm like watching 6 Underground, and I'm like a half hour into this movie, and I'm like, God, this movie fucking sucks. And I had no idea that it was in Spanish. I'm like, the words don't match up. This shit's just shit. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, wait a minute. And I looked, and like whoever hacked my account changed everything into Spanish. So I ended up watching the first half hour of 6 Underground in Spanish for no reason. And they like changed my name in there from Gil to like Principesa, which is like princess in Spanish. I was like just a little caught off guard by that. I'm like, what the fuck? So like now I like called Netflix, did all this shit, and now I'm like banned from Netflix for like my card and my email and all this shit is banned for life. So I like I'm gonna have to like bum Netflix the rest of my eternity here. I've been watching like some foreign movies with English, voiceover, and like this show Money Heist is out, and it's about like robbing. It's about like robbing a bank or something. Hi, Kelly. It's about like robbing a bank, and the voiceovers in English, so I'm listening to them in English, but then the subtitles like subtitle for how it translates from Spanish, right? And I found out that henpecked is like the same thing, and like being henpecked like, a fucking chicken, is like the same thing as being called a pussy. Because like in the show they're like, oh, but he's a pussy, and then the translation said, oh, he was henpecked. I'm like, okay. And then instead of saying like husband or wife, they say life partner. They're like, yeah, it's my life partner, but in the American version, they're saying husband or wife. So an update from last week, I had Jimmy John's call me again for the third time, the one down in Minnesota or whatever, maybe Missouri. And I'm like, hey, dude, like, what's up? Like, I'm like excited to talk to this guy because it's fucking Jimmy John's again. Hi, Kelsey. What up? I'm gonna hit that wave button, see what happens. Hi, Liz. I don't know what that does, but I'm sure it does something cool. So, like, I call him, and I'm, like, telling him what's going on. He's like, hey, dude, like, I'm at work. I gotta go. And he, like, hangs up. And I'm like, okay, I gotta stop talking to this fucking random Jimmy John's guy. One thing I've noticed recently is, like, I feel like every time I see a Jeep Liberty, I feel like it's pulling a U-Haul. I'm like, why are you using a Jeep Liberty to pull a U-Haul? Like, I swear to God, I've seen it like 10 times recently. And then I was thinking about it. I was like, in 2016, I drove out to Montana with my sister, and we pulled a U-Haul with a Jeep Liberty all the way there. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm one of those guys. So my buddy was telling me, like, right before this shit all went down, he was at the bar, and it was like a long day of work, and he just like went up there by himself. He's like chilling there, and he's like, yeah, this fucking smoke show comes up, sits next to me, and like offers to buy him a drink. He's like, what the fuck? And he's like, I don't know, whatever. So this like really good looking girl like buys him a drink, is chatting him up, making him feel like just such a pimp. Like he went in there alone, and now he's got this cool ass girl, and then before he even like asked for a number, she's like, hey, I gotta go, can I give you my number? And he's like, yeah, oh, hell yeah, thinking he just pulled like some tale of this beautiful girl downtown Chicago. And he like she puts the number in, blah blah blah, and he wakes up the next day, and he looks in his Venmo account, and she Venmo'd herself $500. Gave him a fake number and fucking Venmo'd him 500 fucking bucks. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. It's like, you gotta watch out. Times are crazy nowadays. Hey John, what up? Nice to see ya. This is perfect timing. So here's the main show here. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, how crazy would it be if there was like a tracker or like something you could ask for everything you've ever done in your life? Like something just keeping track of everything. Like, for instance, it's like, how many beers have I drank in my life? And it's like, you have drank 11,869 beers. And then you could get like more specific. Be like, how many beers did I drink during college? Be like, you drank an average of 7.4 beers a day during college. I'm like, okay, it's like, how many ounces of alcohol have I drank? It's like, you drank 132,000 ounces of alcohol, which is enough to kill 1,200 horses. And it's like, oh wow, it's like, how about elephants? It's like, you could kill about 500 elephants. It's like, whoa, so it's a lot of booze. It's like, you've also drank enough alcohol to kill 108 small villages in Africa. So, it's a lot of fucking booze. Or it's like, you fell over 19 times while being wasted. Or just like random shit. It's like, what's the longest I've ever slept straight? It'd be like, you have slept 22 hours and 12 minutes straight from 11 a.m. to 9 a.m. the next day. That was during college. That is a true story, I swear to God. Or maybe a question like, how many pizza rolls have I ever eaten? It's like, you have eaten 2,252 pizza rolls, averaging 43.7 per sitting. I don't know why I thought of that. So it's like, how many times have I swore in my life, you know? It's like a little over 1 million. It's like, fucking right. I swear all the fucking time. How many times have I said the N-word? 0. 0 times. Never said that word before. Except the 256 times when singing along in your car. This one's a little fucked up, but it's not true, don't worry. How many times have I done anal? 3 times, and they were all on accident. How many times have I listened to Hotel California? 62. And 4 times it made you cry out of just sheer beauty. It's a great song. First movie that ever made you cry. Me personally, you know, asking. Mighty Joe Young. I still remember that. I don't know why. First movie that ever made me cry. It'd be like, you have listened to one song 57 times in a row. It's like, it's probably about right. Listen to the same song 57 times in a row. Maybe, maybe not. Or you could like ask you like, how many different states have I been to? You're like, because no one really remembers how many different states you've been to. Like 39. I don't know why I wrote that part. Okay, how about this? Ask it how many times you've laughed. It's like, for me, I was thinking 2.5 million. Maybe, I don't know. And then, but then you could get more specific. It's like, how many times did I laugh so hard that it actually made me pee my pants? And the answer is twice. The first time was I watched MXC, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, where it was like the Chinese people who were doing Wipeout, but they were like, there was like no rules and like no health guidelines or like safety precautions. They just like fucking did it. The first time I saw that show, I was with my brother. I was like 12, 13 years old. We were watching it in the living room and I literally pissed my pants. And then the second time I saw Aziz Ansari live at MSU at one of the, oh fuck, I can't remember. It wasn't the Breslin, but the auditorium there. And I saw him live and he was so fucking funny and I was on a date. And I laughed so hard I freaking peed myself. And I was like totally ruined the date, but still he was so fucking funny. Or you could like ask it like how many about like Apple products. It's like how many times did I break my iPhone 4 or 5 screen? You know, probably about 18. Like you broke 18 different iPhone 4 screens. Just probably sounds about right too. I knew a dude who'd fix it for like $40. Or you could ask it how many times you've tripped over something. It'd be like 229, something like that. Oh, yeah, hey, Aaron. Dank McStinky. Or it's like, you have pet 2,869 different dogs. Jesus. You have sneezed and farted at the same time 3 times. Oh, this one's good. So, you have accidentally hit 116 boobs with your elbow. 8 times you accidentally hit both. Hit both titties, I wrote, I guess. You have driven off with the gas pump in your car 2 separate times. That's true, I actually have twice. You have hit yourself in the nuts by accident 27 different times. 11 of which you fell to the ground. You have collectively smoked 17 pounds of marijuana. That would be ridiculous. That's a lot. Oh, you could ask it, how many days of my life have I spent on a toilet seat? I got 32. I don't know. It seems like a decent time. Here's the grand finale, I guess you could call it. So how many times did I fart? You know, as this fucking robot, how many times have I farted? You know, and 1.5 million. Okay, and then get more specific. How many times did I fart and someone have to smell it unknowingly? I wrote 79. It's a random number, but hilarious. Here's the kicker. All right, so how many times did I fart and the other person who smelt it think that it was the worst smell they've smelt in their entire life up to that point? Just their entire life. And I wrote 6. I don't know. Might be true, might not. But yeah, that's if you could ask a robot anything about your life. So I've been taking my dog on a walk here. This is Kentla, Great Dane. She's so good. She's such a big, good dog. And hold on, how do you? I don't. Oh, here we go. She's so big. She's just so big. This used to be a belt buckle or a seat belt. But yeah, so I've been trying to do like 5 to 10 miles a day, where, you know, just walking. I've been bringing the dog with me, and a couple funny things have happened. People always ask me because I can walk her without a leash because she's just really well behaved, and you know, she's been trained. She's 6, and I was at. Well, today somebody asked me how much hay, how much hay do you have to feed her? Like she's a horse, which I thought was a good one. And then the other day I was walking her at Stony Creek, so they got that 6-mile loop there, right? And this dude was walking these little, and just she doesn't acknowledge anything, like human, dog, anything. She just like keeps walking and does what, you know, just like sits by my side, ignores everyone. And this guy is walking there's one of those little tiny yappers, right? And it's just like yapping. And the guy's like, "Hey, you should really have that thing on a leash." And I'm like, yeah. Well, luckily for you, I already fed her one of those this morning for breakfast. Like talking about his little dog. That was one of the coolest things I've ever said. So I just want to tell you guys that. And then today, dude, she would fucking yank me. And then today I was walking her in Ferndale, and in Ferndale, dogs are legally required to have a leash with them. And like a cop pulls up and stops, and I don't have her on a leash. And he's like, "Hey, you know, in Ferndale, all dogs are required to have a leash." And I'm like, yeah, I know, sorry. He's like, I'm like, sorry about that. And he's like, "No worries. Luckily, you're walking a horse." And I just drove off. Didn't fucking say shit. It was pretty cool. I thought I was gonna get busted. But yep, that's my little fucking spiel. I don't know how long that was. I was trying to keep it shorter. But one of the craziest things I've learned recently, God, I keep touching my face. Sorry about that, guys. Craziest thing I learned recently from Tiger King is a tiger is fucking $2,000. Like $2,000 fucking dollars. Like it's only $2,000 for a tiger. Like that was the most ridiculous fact I saw in that whole show. I could not fucking believe it. But yeah, so on a more serious note, that was going viral week 3 here with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed. But so I'm starting a little passion project. It is going to be to kind of raise awareness for everyone who is having a hard time with this. We're gonna have a lot longer time to yeah, there's dogs that cost more than a fucking tiger, right? I know. But we're going to have a really long time for things to get back to normal. So I'm going to be starting a Instagram page, and it's going to be called Human.Exotic, right? because the slogan for it is, we're all kings and queens of our own jungle, and we're all in this together. So what I'm going to be doing is, it's kind of going to be like a ripoff from Humans of New York, if you guys know what that is. But basically, I'm just going to capture, people during quarantine, and, while we're in this self-isolation and this different type of situation where things are, things are the way they are, right? And I want to hear other people's stories, and I want to get stories together, and I want to collectively, put together a page where people can maybe relate to or just see that we're all in this together, essentially. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of fucking people. I plan on spreading the word for this. So what my goal is to do is to get more people following this page than there are cases of the coronavirus. And when I thought of this like 2 weeks ago, it was only like 200,000, and I thought that would be, more feasible. But we're at, in the millions now. So what the first goal is going to be is how many cases there are in the United States, right? So, I want people to send in 3 photos during quarantine, Human.Exotic, and answer any of these questions here, just what the photos meant to you, or a funny story or thought or random experience during quarantine that you want to share, or that wouldn't have happened during a normal day, or maybe only happened because of things you're doing because of quarantine, or a question. Oh shoot, a question you have for everybody reading. Or a question you want to ask people. You can. This page is going to be anonymous or not anonymous. It's up to you. And then you can also do a plan that you've made after the quarantine is over to help improve your life, or how you want to change something, invest in the stock market, travel somewhere, start to do yoga, just find a new job, whatever the fuck it is. Or maybe you could do something you learned during quarantine about yourself and about other people. Hey Pete, what up? About yourself or other people that you've noticed during this, or maybe something you. And I'm asking all of you here watching this to send something in to me too, please. Maybe the very first thing you plan on doing after things are back to normal, something you just cannot wait to do. Even something as simple as hugging your family and send a picture of you and your family. That is totally acceptable. I just want to, I don't have enough, I want to help people in more ways than I can on a day-to-day basis without doing something like this. So I'm going to use my creativity and try and reach out and help people, because I know there's so many people that just really want to feel like we're in this together, or don't realize that we really are all in this together. And I'm hoping that this will help with that. Or you can just send any fucking 3 memes if you want, and answer if you think Carol fed her husband to the tigers. Because that bitch definitely fed her husband to the tigers. I don't care what anybody says. If you rewatch the first episode thinking she fed her husband to the tigers, everything she says kind of sounds like she would feed her husband to a fucking tiger. I swear to God. So what I'm going to do to try and make my page go viral, hi Ari, so what I'm going to try to do to make this page go viral and reach the amount of people that I really want it to reach, I'm going to, believe this or not, I still am a little freaked out about it, but I'm going to try and text every single person in my phone. Eric, what up? Oh, shit. Dropped the phone. Eric, what up, though? I'm about to have this up. You missed the jokes, but they're going to be hot and ready. I got a YouTube for all this dumbass shit, too. Anyways. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to try and send a message of awareness. It'll be like a personal message to every single person in my phone. And, oh, hey. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to literally try and send a message to every single person in my phone, like a personal message, and tell them about the page and try and get a story from them. And when I was like looking at my phone, I got like 2,200 different contacts. And just so you guys know, because I think it's hilarious, I have 26 different Sarahs in my phone. I have 20 different Johns. I have 12 different Katies, 25 if you include every single spelling of Catherine, 16 Laurens, 15 Abbeys, 5 which have no last name. It just says Abby, like I'd ever remember. I have 33 Alexes, 18 dudes, 15 girls. I got 14 Andrews. I got 22 Chris's. I have 26 different Mikes. If you guys want to say a name, any name at all in here, I'll tell you. One Peter. Let's see how many Peters I got. Contacts. Because it's all, I've had an iPhone since 2010, so it's all in there. Peter, I got Peter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8, I have 8 Peters. Yeah, 1 Kim, my ass. Let's see. I have 4 Kims without a name. I have 4 Kims without a name, and then two Kims with the last name. Only 1 Peter. Let's see Kelly here. Kelly, I have a lot of Kelly last names. Kelly D, Kelly L, Kelly S. Kelly Spring Break. Yeah, Kelly, another Kelly S, and then R. Kelly. Let's see, I could do Jessica. Let's see, I only have 5 Jessicas, and that one of them's that cousin right there. I got cousin Jessica, then 3 Jessicas without a last name, and then Jessica K, a name I've never seen in my life. 248 area code. But yeah, so that's the deal. I'm going to try and fucking spread the word. Anyone have any other names to look up? I got some really fucking funny ones. There's 4 Joes. I don't know why. There's 4 Joes, no last name. Let's see. I'll do what's a popular fucking name? Amanda. Amanda Cutie, Amanda K, Amanda I shouldn't say the names. Another Amanda K and Amanda Pie, which that's not her last name, but yeah, let's see, Aaron. I have 2 Aarons actually. But yeah, so that's the plan. I'm gonna fucking Mike. I did Mike. I have 26 Mikes, I think is what the final count was. That's Ariana. Let's check that. Oh, I only have 1 Ariana. That's you, Ari. Nice. I think that's really it. Is there another? Oh, here's Megan. Megan, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Megans. But yeah, so that's Lisa, Liz, Lindsay. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Lindsays. I don't know. I know 2 Sebastians because I already know that. But yeah, so that's the plan. I'm going to fucking message every single one of these motherfuckers and tell them about this shit. And go from there. Try and spread the word. Spread the good word. Everybody watching this, I hope that you send me a story. You can be tagged or untagged. It's at Human.Exotic. I'm going to hopefully figure out a way for this to get donations and, resources to people who need it and who are in situations that are unfortunate right now. This is one way I've figured out or reached out to try and help as many people as I can. And I hope you guys all can just take a little moment out of your time, look at some photos, maybe over the next week, take a photo, and, if something you've noticed. I've been driving around and seeing playgrounds with caution tape all over them, and that hit home, and that was part of this inspiration to do this. But you guys can all be a part of this and help. There's a few examples on there. If you want to even just message me and tell me to fuck off, I would actually even appreciate that too. But thank you guys. Peace and love. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. The whole thing is going to be saved, and I'm putting all this shit onto a YouTube channel if you guys want to go back and check any of it out. The first video is way too long, and I fucked it up, but there's a little bit missing, but it's on there, and in the description I write when you can skip. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody is staying safe, doing good sanitation stuff, and I'm really happy to see everybody who came in here. Thank you for giving me that social experience, because I'm that social of a person. So thank you guys. Thank you. And of course, Kelsey, I'm excited to work with you. You're definitely being forced to write one with me. I don't know when I'm going to do the message thing to everyone in my phone, but I feel like I should, because that would be crazy. But I don't know, maybe like some news outlets, some meme accounts or something. But the plan is to have more cases. We're going to start with then in the United States, and then we're going to shoot for the world. And just another day for introverts. Yeah, fuck you, introverts. No, I'm kidding. It's funny. I go back and forth, but I'm definitely an extroverted person, I've realized. Well, thank you once again, guys. And if you guys got any questions or anything, feel free. And if not, I'm going to hit the fucking at least get the fuck off of here, play some duty. Hey, Rach, you missed the show here. Good night, Ari. Good night. All right, guys. Well, of course, face touch. That's it. Have a good night, and make sure to check out Human.Exotic. Have a good one. And thank you again. Oh, shout out to Chris Thomas for that banana joke, because that was him. He sent me that. That was good shit. Okay, thank you. Bye. Bye.